This is NDTV, and you're watching Classics.
Hello and welcome to Boss's Day Out. Today we come to you from Bangalore, the city of Bangalore, which has had many titles given to it in the past, one of which is Pub City. Now, if there are lots of pubs in a city, can beer be far behind? And today we'll be spending the day with Richard Rushton, the managing director of SABMiller India, the second largest brewer in the country, who helps put the beer in those pubs.
Hi, I'm Richard.
Hi, good to meet you.
Sorry, I'm sweating a little.
You
But I thought-
always start your day in the gym or?
No, 3 times a week
Wow.
yoga,
Okay, yoga. All right,
and then maybe twice.
in the gym as well.
Yeah.
So despite all of the beer that you might be consuming, it's one way to avoid the beer belly.
Beer doesn't give you a belly.
Ah,
It's all the food and the indulgence you do
absolutely,
along with
which
beer
goes
that
along
gives
with
you.
it. So have you always been into fitness, really, or?
Yes, well, I started playing sport from an early age. I played hockey and cricket in South Africa.
Cricket,
so,
yes, of course.
Old habits die hard.
And do you still follow the game in India?
Passionately.
Yeah, your South African team is pretty good.
Well, yeah, they're doing okay now. I think in the one-day arena, about even with India, and maybe a little behind.
Yeah. So what's the plan now? You head home and?
Yes, yeah. From here, typically I go home.
Okay.
Have a little bit of breakfast quickly because the kids, we're all in a rush. Obviously, me to work and
Yes,
the kids to
yeah.
school, and from there to work.
How long have you been here in India now?
This is our 5th year.
5th year, okay. So what's the India experience been like for you so far?
No, it's been very positive. I must say it's been quite different,
Okay.
and culturally, and also from getting to know all the different kinds of religions and
Yeah,
so on.
all right.
Especially with Hinduism, so you can see our house.
I can see that, yes, lots of different.
Yes. Quite fascinating. I think also for the kids from a cultural point of
It's a
view.
totally
Very
different
enriching,
thing. It's
yeah.
great, absolutely, to
And
grow
the
up in a different.
shopping obviously is.
Ah, yes. Do you travel home?
Yes, twice a year.
Twice a year, okay, that's not
Go
bad.
home, and
You also like going home? Which class are you studying in now?
2.
2? And what about you, Matthew?
5th.
5th? Okay, great. And there's a sign there. Is that Afrikaans or?
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
And what does that mean?
Well, it says castle is my koning, my boek is sy woning, which means Afrikaans like Hindi. There's not a lot. You can't explain it quite as well in English. And I'll try and explain it. It's castle is my king, and my stomach is my home. It's not quite right in English.
And you deny the existence of the beer belly.
Yeah, no. No such thing.
No such thing as a beer belly.
It's what goes with the beer.
Exactly.
And you met in Cape Town or?
At university.
Ah,
You
okay.
remember? It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
So college sweethearts, huh?
Yeah.
From university
Radisson,
days,
yeah.
yeah. We played hockey
So-
together.
Oh,
We both
that's
played
nice.
Hockey, yeah. So that's where we met on the hockey field.
And what's your plan for the day?
Well, I've got a lunch organised, but I might try and fit in 9 holes of golf.
Ah,
Aren't you lucky?
I'm very lucky, I know.
Some of us have to work. Okay. Cheers, Trace. Bye. Bye.
see you. So tell us a bit about how you got here, about yourself. Where did you start off?
Well, my initial career was in a pharmaceutical company, a South African company. 9 years ago, I left them to join SAB. I joined
In South Africa
In
itself?
South Africa, yeah. I spent about 3 years in Johannesburg, and then I went to Botswana. About 4.5 years ago, I came to India.
But Bangalore is really the headquarters, or is Delhi the
Yes.
headquarters? Yeah.
Well, in fact, when I joined, we started out in Delhi, but as you know, the beer markets in the country are essentially Southern Peninsula dominated, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, all the larger beer markets.
This is where the larger
Yeah,
beer
exactly.
consumers are.
So
That's interesting. Why do you think that is?
I think that social mores are a little bit more relaxed in that
Okay.
respect,
In the south of the country.
more accepting. Although having said that, in the last certainly 3 years, dramatic changes, almost unparalleled. Maybe China, one would argue, has obviously grown faster, and it's much, much bigger than the Indian beer market. But in terms of the societal change and the shifts taking place, they are quite dramatic in India now.
What is it like?
International
Is it? I mean, is there kind of? Do you do it on per capita consumption? How do you
we
judge
would-
the beer market?
We
really?
would typically judge beer consumption against per capita consumption. India's beer consumption is under a litre. China's is 23 litres.
Okay.
China is the largest beer market in the world.
This is per capita per year. or-
Yes, per capita, per head per year.
Per year,
So, the Chinese drink 23 litres per year.
And with
per
their
head.
numbers, that would be a
Well,
huge
exactly.
market. Yes.
Yeah. Well, up until about 5 years ago, the US beer market was the largest in the world.
What is their consumption? What's the per capita consumption?
It's about 80.
Really?
In the 80s,
Okay.
yes. And so that just gives you a sense, India at 1 or under 1, and the US at 80, the Czech Republic at just over 100 litres.
Oh my! Is that the highest?
Yeah,
would you
that's
say?
the highest. The Czechs.
And South Africa? How would you compare?
South Africa would be about 54 litres.
Okay, so there is a huge market really waiting to be tapped.
On the one hand, the fact that per capita consumptions are so low is a good thing, because I don't think it's necessarily in India's interest to have galloping, rampant alcohol consumption. Having said that, the fact that beer is only 3% of liquor consumption is a distortion that, again, is a unique characteristic of this market that's that we don't find anywhere else in the world. So
Is it because beer is considered more expensive, do you think, or?
I think that's part of it. I think the other part of it, and it's a big part of it, I think the other part of it is essentially the beer industry grew up as a kind of a stepchild of the spirits industry in this country.